Hey, good morning, everybody. I don't have my cinematographer here today, which is probably okay because she doesn't really speak English and a little trouble being in the right shape. So I hope this is all going to work. I'm on my own. So good morning. This is shoulders, biceps, and triceps. All right. Again, I try to do opposing muscle groups each time. I think it's a much better way to do it. Shoulders. We're going to start with shoulders because it's the weakest muscle group that we're going to be working on. So I always try to start with the weakest one first, because if you wear yourself out on the other stuff, you're going to be no good for the weak stuff. So it doesn't matter that much. But I'm going to start with shoulders today. Shoulders are the most complicated, poorly engineered joint of the entire body. Okay, they're really bad. So here's a warning for you. If you have bad shoulders, and I do, okay, I've torn rotator cuffs. I've had, I can't tell you how many issues I've had with them. So I take fairly light weights. If you're doing, you probably will do everything I'm doing here. You just have to use really light weights and be very careful. If you feel pain, stop, okay? Stop. So do something different, all right? I'm going to give you a whole bunch, like every single time you're going to pick 3 out of the group I'm going to give you, all right? And you're going to do 3 sets. Do 3 different sets. Now, if you're a beast like Tracy, you'll do 3 sets of one, and then you'll do 3 sets of another, and 3 sets of another. I try to have my workouts done in 40 minutes, all right? Tracy's willing to give it 2 hours, and that's great. If you have that much time, and you're really a beast, you know, and you really want to push it, do it, absolutely. I'm just doing it for 40-minute ones. Okay, so 3 sets. First, we're going to do what's called Arnie's, all right? Arnold Schwarzenegger modified these to create this system. They work well. You can use any, again, be creative, use any kind of weights you have. I use these. I'm not going to do a full set. I'm just going to show you how to do them, okay? So I like an offset stance. It gives me more balance and more strength, and I put more weight on my back leg, all right? So you start in this position with your palms facing you at shoulder height, all right? Oh, another thing. Never, ever, ever, even if you have good shoulders, put your hands with a weight past the line of your body. Never go back like this. It's the same if you're doing pull down exercises for lats. You see people in the gym, they're sitting down, they're doing the pull down bar, and they're pulling it behind their heads. Stupid. There's no benefit to that ahead of doing it in front of you, as long as you keep it close to your face. So there's 0 benefit and a chance that you're going to cause rotator cuff injury. So I talk more about injuries on this one because out of everything I'm doing, this is the only one, the shoulders are the only thing you'll probably take any risk at all. And if you do it right, you won't. Okay, starting here, palms facing you. Raise them straight up above your head. Again, not behind you, okay? And your palms facing away. And then you'll rotate back to the same position, okay? Up, back. Watch my pacing. Okay. That's that one. Now you can do this one standing. You can do this one sitting. Works both ways. Okay. You can see me. I hope you can. And do it sitting. All right. You can also do it one arm at a time. Okay. Like this. This. And I would recommend mixing things up. So if you do it another time, do it one arm ones. All right. The motion's exactly the same. You're just doing it with one arm. And you can do it sitting or standing. Okay. Next one I'm going to show you is a bent over lateral raise. The one I just showed you works mainly on the well, there's so many muscle groups in here, but on the center and the front of your shoulders. What I'm going to show you now works on the back of your shoulders. Now, I talked about using other things in the house, a couple of liter bottles filled with sand. Works great. Okay, and again, I have shoulder injuries. I use a little heavier weight than this, but I'll show it for demonstration purposes. So, you're going to bend over, bend your knees slightly, offset stance, shoulder width apart. All right? You're going to start here. You're going to keep your elbows slightly bent, and you're just going to raise them to shoulder width. Don't try to go higher. Just in a straight line across your body and down. All right? See that? Pretty simple. I'll turn sideways. Pretty simple. Again, flat back, head up. Always do that. Put your head down, you're going to round your back. You round your back, you're going to lose some of the form. You're definitely going to lose the form and some of the benefits, okay? So that's a back shoulder raise. I'm going to show you, this is a combination of like an isometric. Isometric means you don't go through a range of movement. You stay part of your body or all of your body static, all right? So, elbows, bring your hands in so these weights touch, all right? You can have your feet shoulder width apart, just balanced, all right? Your upper arm parallel with the ground, all right? You don't move your upper arm. You just extend out and come back in. So my upper arm is isometric and my shoulder, but as I do this, I change the angle of effort on my shoulder. So it's this is pretty good for helping with ligaments and tendons. An alternate one that some people like doing is they'll do this and then they'll just rotate, all right? Again, it's hitting different parts of your shoulder. A lot of the support mechanisms, ligaments, tendons, things like that, all right? So that's a set. Punches is one that I like because it's a little bit of a cardio, by the way. And by the way, a little interruption to my routine there, but all the exercises I do, I tell you, due to failure. One thing I didn't mention, and I should have, is that I take no more than a 30-second break between each set. So it becomes a cardio workout. By the time you've done your third set, you are puffing and gasping, all right? If you're not doing with any intensity. You know, you got to up your game. So punching, you can do it with an offset, or you can do it, I like doing it square. Bend your knees a bit, okay? Now, you're going to start with your palm up, this palm down. Okay, I'll get over here and make sure you can see me. All right? Arm, this at hip, this at shoulder height, right? And then you rotate the grip as you go forward, right? Okay? These are not where you do maximum like 8 or 12. This you're going to do 50 or 60. Okay? That's about the right pace. Just about like that. You don't want to do it too fast because you want to jerk and hurt yourself. And you can do it really slow if you want to. I like this pace. Okay? So that's another one. That I would do at the end of my shoulder workout because it's not particularly hard. You can do high reps. Now, I'm a fan of compound exercises, meaning the stuff that I showed you yesterday when you're doing pull-ups, that's not compound. That's a single type of, it's hitting the muscles in one way. I like compound ones where you hit the muscles in a bunch of different ways. So I'm going to show you two of them. One is called crossovers, and it uses a number of parts of your body. A little bit of core, a little bit of legs and glutes, and of course your shoulders, a bit of chest, all right, and a bit of back. Okay, crossovers. You're going to start you're going to bend your knees, keep your back straight always. You're going to start here and cross your hands at the bottom. Okay, do like a bit of a squat. Come up and out. And you can put just slightly higher than the shoulders. Come back, cross your hands over again. Up, back straight, head up. That's your pace, like that. All right? It's called crossovers. All right, good. The last one is front and sides. I call it front and sides, compound one. One of my favorites, absolute favorites, because it hits the shoulder at almost every possible angle you can hit the shoulder at, except for the rear parts of the shoulder. Keep it down up there. Oh, man. I don't know if you saw that, but there's some beautiful orange, yellow, orange, yellow, and black birds, and they're all quarreling there. Gorgeous. Nice living out in the wilderness. Okay, fronts and sides. Start, your feet close together, shoulder width, whatever. Knees slightly bent because you don't want to put any stress on your lower back. Back straight, head up. Now you have your palms facing you like this. All right? You're going to raise it up to just above the shoulder width. That's all. Just above shoulder height. And down. Same thing, palms down. Then lateral raise. Again, just above shoulder or shoulder. Right? Now, reverse grip. Palms facing away. Up, down. Again, still keep the palms facing up, and down. Now, go back to the reverse grip again. Palms facing you. Up, down. That's a good pace, just like I'm doing it now. Okay? Switch. Up, down. Up, down. It's beautiful. I like this one at the end of my workout. Okay? So, that's shoulders. Wasn't that easy? But remember, you pick 3 of them, okay? And each day you do shoulders again, do a different 3. I gave you choices. You know, mix them up. 2 arms, 1 arm, you know, the raises. The easy ones like this, okay, like that, and like this one. Do at the end of your workout when you don't have as much energy. Later on, when we hit the more advanced videos I'm going to do, I'll show you some of I'll still do that one. I love that last one. But I do other ones and I use heavier weights. But we'll get there. You'll get there. Not a worry. Okay, let me flip over here so I don't miss anything. Let's talk about biceps and triceps. Okay, biceps. Bi is 2. There's 2 muscles in your bicep. I don't know if you can see it in this angle. One here and one here. All right? They link here. Every exercise you do, you need to do with a full range of movement. I don't care what it is. Full range of movement. Not partially. You know, you're doing pull-ups, you don't go like this. All right? You're doing curls, you don't go like this. You use the full range of movement. Always. Always. Unless I say otherwise, and I won't. Okay. We're going to start with a very basic one. It's just a curl. Just a standing arm curl. So stand, again, I like an offset stance. Palms facing toward you, all right? Arms fully extended. When you raise them, you're going to rotate. Rotate till your palms are facing you. Come all the way up, squeeze. Stop for a millisecond and squeeze. Back down again. Okay, here's the pace. 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002, 1003. Got it? Okay, see, just like that. All right, you can do that. You're going to do 8 to 12. If it's too light, increase the weights. You shouldn't have to do 20 or 25. You're using too light a weight. And your weights will change. Remember, you're going to get stronger. Okay, you can do the same thing with 1 arm at a time. Okay, 1 arm at a time. And wait until this one goes to the bottom before you start this one. Otherwise, you get the swinging thing going. You see people doing it in the gym, it's bad. Bad. Bunch of reasons, it's just bad. Okay? Same pacing, exactly the same movement, just 1 arm at a time. Okay, you can use bands for this too, by the way. You can use bands for almost any of this. You just stand on the band, okay, in the center, and you do your pull-ups. If you want more tension, you put 2 feet on the band, spread it wider. That's more tension. Got it? Do the same thing with shoulders. Okay, I use bands for shoulders a lot. Stand, have the bands lying on the ground, hold the handles, stand on them, up like that, turn. Okay, you can do all of this with bands. It's not complicated. Okay, hammer curls. Hammer curls, you can do 1 or 2 arm, okay? Hammer curls, you don't change your hand position. Just like this. And you can use more weight with this, okay? You'll be stronger in this position than if you rotate the hand, okay? So these are hammer curls. 1 hand or 2 hands, either one. Or you can alternate. You can do 2, then you can do 1. Oops, I rotated, bad boy. Bad. Okay? Mix them up. It's good. Be creative. Laterals. I use the same weights. Pretend you have a line drawn right across your chest out to the sides, all right? You're going to turn your palms away from you. Keep your elbows locked at the side. You don't move the upper arm at all. And you do a curl like this, okay? But you don't go across the front of your body. It goes right to the side. This hits biceps, remember? It hits the other set of biceps. Got it? This you'll use lighter weight. You won't be able to use the same weight. Okay? Those are lateral. Now, this has been rated as the single best bicep exercise there is. I didn't rate it, but it's been rated that way. So let me show you how I do it. I'm going to lift the weight with my right arm. With my left arm, I sit somewhere comfortable. It could be a chair, bench, whatever. I cross my hand this way. I'm braced here, I'm braced here. I let my wrist drop so it creates a V here. All right? Now, my arm is going to go into this V just above the elbow. You're not at the elbow, not down here, just above the elbow because you need that freedom to move. All right? So make the V, brace yourself, and when you bring it up, again, do the rotation. It's more powerful, better for your growth than just doing it without rotating. Okay? Full range of movement all the way up and squeeze for a second at the top. Got it? And then, obviously, you change sides. You do exactly the same thing on this side. Okay? And that's a nice pace that I'm doing now. All right. That's one arm curls. Now, this one's magic, this one. I call it fours. There's other names for them. I'm just going to show you with a lighter weight. And you will use a lighter weight. Trust me. Okay, it's a combination of an isometric and an active. So, start off always back straight, head up all the time. Knees slightly bent so you don't put any pressure on your lower back. You're going to start with one arm, doesn't matter which, like this. Arm tucked into the side, okay? Arm tucked into the side. The forearm parallel with the ground. Holding weight, palm up. This hand, just like you're going to do when you did these, okay? Same movement. So, you're going to go 1, 2, I might go a little faster, just the video's not so long. 3, 4, stop, halfway down. Drop this one all the way down. Repeat. Okay? So you're going to do that, and then you'll stop this arm, and you'll go with this arm 4 times. Okay? 4 times. Stop. Go with this arm, starting at the bottom. 4 times. 1, 2. Starting from here and going up doesn't count. All right? You got to start at the bottom. 4 times. Okay? Now, do that as many sets as you can until failure. You will feel it, trust me. It is a good one. Okay, folks, that's biceps. Biceps. They're the glory muscles. Those bad boys. Yeah. It's the ones you like to show off. Triceps. Triceps are actually larger than your biceps, okay? And they're easier to train, they're more strong. So you'll use heavier weights when it comes to triceps. So triceps, you have 3 heads of your tricep. You have one here, and it's hard to see that one, but you have 3, all right? That's why you want to mix these up, because you want to train all 3 heads, not just one. So we'll start with a very basic one called kickbacks. Okay? And you'd be surprised you can use a relatively heavy weight with this. So you, again, like we did when we did the back exercise, starts in the same position. Okay? So you're going to start with you braced, your back flat, from your head up. The difference is that the upper part of your arm, here, your wing, it's going to stay locked to your side. The major mistake people make is they swing that arm, all right? You don't swing this arm. You don't swing that arm. It stays locked here. And almost always when I'm personally training someone, I literally have to grab their arm and hold it because they don't think they're moving, but they are. So watch for that. I guarantee you're going to do it, all right? So watch for it so you don't. Okay, so you start like this, back flat, and bringing it up to here, this part of your exercise is useless. It's bicep, not tricep. It doesn't do anything. So you start with your forearm vertical, okay? From here, you kick it all the way back as far as you can till it's straight. And then back here. All the way till it's straight. Keep your back flat, look forward until it's straight. All the way. Do not move that upper arm. Okay? Keep it locked in. That's it. Then you change sides. Okay? Lock it in. Same exercise. Got it? Okay. And like always, I keep repeating it, but Do a full set of that till failure. Again, if you can do 18 or 20 of them, it's too light a weight. Find a heavier weight. Okay, overhead extension. You can do this with 1 or 2 weights, depending on how big your weights are. I'll show you 1, and then we'll go to 2. You can do it standing, or you can do it sitting, just like you could with the shoulders. So I'm going to show you standing. I can hit anything? No. Okay, here's with 1 weight. Now, secret to this, again, I like an offset stance. Most weight on the back leg. The secret to this, elbows not like this, elbows in. Okay, elbows have to stay in. Again, most common mistake, and you will do it, is after about the 3rd or 4th rep, your arms are sneaking their way out. Get them back in. Okay, elbows stay in. Oh, and the upper arm does not move. Upper arm stays locked. Okay, so drop it as far back as you can. Do not move the upper arm. Simply extend as far as you can. Back down again. Don't arch your back. Keep your back straight. Up, down. Just reach it for the sky. Just reach. Aim that weight at the sky. Okay? Keep your elbows in. Mine drifted there. See? Elbows in. Okay. Now, if you have 2 weights, you can do it with 2. If it's too light, you don't have enough heavy things. You need 2 cans of soup. Then you can use 2 weights, and it's exactly the same. Keep the elbows in. Up. Got it? Okay, forearms don't move, and they stay close in. All right. Okay. You can do it. So you can do it. This you can do 3 ways. You can do it standing like I did. You can do it sitting, or you can do it lying down. Oh, there goes my notes. Okay. Lying down, people tend to swing more. Do not move your upper arm. Keep your elbows past vertical, okay? Behind you from vertical. Got it? Okay. Oh, while I was lying there, there's a close grip bench press you can do. Don't need a bench, you can do this from the ground. Now let me just show you. Take any kind of weight. Like everything, form's important. So, start with the weight at your belly button. It doesn't go higher. It goes vertically from your belly button. And your hands have to be close. This is as wide as you would want them. Okay? And you go straight up. Okay? Straight up. As far as you can. Back down again. Nice and slow. Up, nice and slow coming down. All right? Above the belly button. If your hands touch, it's even better yet, okay? My hands are too big to fit in here, but if they did, yeah, it's not going to work. That'll be the wrong angle. If your hands are together, it's even better. It has to be close. All right? That's a good one. And then the last one I'm going to show you. No, second last. Third, here, I'm going to do another. Dips. I love dips, okay? Find a bench, chair, couch, partner on their hands and knees, whatever you can find. Go ahead and put your hands right against your hips, like that. Well, you can spot yourself when you start doing these. You'll probably have to spot yourself with your legs. Spotting means helping out, okay? So I'll show you that one to start. You're going to slide your bum off, and you don't want to be out here because you're going to hurt your shoulders. You want your back to just touch the bench all the way down. So you go down like this until your forearms are parallel with the ground, and you push back up. If you need to use your legs, okay. The further your legs go out, the harder the work is, all right? One leg goes up, it's even harder yet. If you put both legs on another bench, it's even harder yet. I do that, and then I throw a bunch of weights on my lap because that's too easy. Triceps are a real good one for me. Okay, last one. Last one, and we are done. Oh, it's a shame to have it over with. Okay. I'll do it this way. Hopefully you'll be able to see it okay. This way you get to lie down on the job. Okay. You're going to lie on your side. You put your lower arm, hug yourself like this. This arm, the upper arm, put down under your armpit, right against your body, even with your chest, okay? Okay, lie on your side. What I want you to do is just push up like this with one arm, right? Okay? Same way on the other side. I'll do more on this side. Okay, push up. Yeah. Up, all the way. Extend all the way. Not little things like this, okay? It has to be all the way or else it's not doing the work. Okay, all the way. Hopefully I'm in the frame. Okay, all the way up. Do that 12 on each side. 8 to 12. Any more than that, and you're a superhero. Okay, now we're done. I'm sorry. It's all over. That's all there is to it. Now you do a cool down. Now I hope you did your warm up at the beginning, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. If you're able to get outside and do a run or a brisk walk for 20 minutes, half an hour, awesome. If you want to lose weight quicker, this workout will burn calories, which will help you lose weight. It helps your aerobic system. You'll see if you only take a 30-second break between each set, just enough to change position. The other thing it's going to do is, it's going to do a whole bunch of magic stuff. But, I forgot what I was going to say. I hate that. Okay, anyways, you want to do a good warm-up to begin. Oh, losing weight. It's going to help you lose weight. You put on muscle. Muscle takes a lot more energy. It burns way more calories than fat does. So even if you don't do anything else, you're going to start losing weight. All right? Forget the scale. If you have a scale, put it in the closet, hide it, don't look at it. It will tell you nothing. It'll lie to you. It'll lie like a bitch. It's a horrible thing. Look at your pants, how your pants fit, how many belt loops you go through. If your pants start feeling a little loose, all right? That's how you tell if you're getting somewhere. Because muscle weighs more than fat. So, you can be exactly the same weight, or in some cases even put on a little bit of weight, but you're actually looking way better, okay? You're slimmer, you're healthier. Forget the scale. It's useless. Okay, if you really want to burn calories, do a bigger workout. I'll call it a cardio. That's not exactly the right term. Before you start these exercises, every time you do it, every day, go out and do your run or do your heavy walk for 20 minutes, half an hour. You're going to start burning some calories. You're going to really get your body loose and ready for the workout that we're going to do. If you don't, I showed you the warm-up stuff. The cool down is pretty much the same. The only one I add when I'm doing shoulders and that, and I make sure I do this one a lot, okay? This one's real important, is I'll find something high to hang on to, at top of a doorway, whatever, right? And then keep your arms straight, relax, and step into it. And let it pull your shoulders back. And the other one is cross your arms like this, pull back like this, so you're almost choking yourself. Put steady pressure, don't hurt yourself, but put steady pressure so you feel it. And that is really good for your shoulders. And then afterwards, put your arms behind your head, grab your elbow, and push back with your head and your hand to pull your elbow back, okay? And that's, again, really good for the shoulders. Do it both sides. But do your regular cool downs. So, you know, this one. Crack, it felt so good. You know, and you do the twirling. And even though you didn't do legs, hopefully you did a good warm-up before. It still doesn't hurt to do, your leg stretches, okay? So you do your leg stretches with each one. You know, you do your bent overs for your legs and everything else. So you do that. I like to do strides, you know, at the end of it. So you do strides and keep going wider. Spend 4 or 5 minutes doing that cool down, you know. I used to think it was sucky. It was a waste of time. I have X amount of time I'm going to spend doing the glory muscles. I'm going to really work on it. You know, and I used to get injuries. Start doing the cool downs, the warm-ups and the cool downs, and chances are you're not going to have any injuries. Sayonara. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day.